It's my pleasure to introduce to you this amazing woman, Judy Bonds.
Greetings from Southern West Virginia, America's sacrifice zone for your energy needs, where every time we flip on a light switch, boom, you're blowing up my mountains and my home and you're poisoning my babies. Go to www.coalstories.org for more. The first thing I want to do is to apologize to each and every one of you students and every one of you youth sitting in the audience. I apologize to you for burning your future and for poisoning you and your children. We partied on your future, and now the party's over. It's over. And someone has to pay the band, and someone has to clean the mess up. And I reckon it's you, our children, and our grandchildren. Shame on us. Shame on us. We told you to clean up your rooms, but we're leaving you a toxic mess that you'll never be able to clean up unless we start now. And we have to start immediately. Shame on us. Shame on us adults. We sold your feet to buy ourselves fancy shoes. We sold your necessities, your life needs, to buy ourselves luxuries. And I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. The corporation sold us adults false prosperity and false values, and today we must redeem ourselves. But you're the ones. The youth is what will make the difference. I'm begging you, take back your earth, take back your future. No progressive movement has ever been successful without the youth being involved and without the youth leading in roles of leadership. You have to become the leaders. We're in a climate crisis now, an energy Armageddon. And I think my children, and that is each and every one of you, deserve clean air, clean water, and energy. Your children will know whether or not you acted. And one day they will look at you and they'll ask you, why didn't you do something when you could? What were you thinking? A few weeks ago, I spoke at a college and a far right-wing student told me he doesn't believe that global warming is caused by the way we produce energy. And he thought that Al Gore was a hypocrite and that he hated Al Gore. And I thought about that. And I thought, well, when this man's child is dying of thirst and is poisoned and his child has no future, he can look at him and say, I'm sorry, son, I couldn't help you. I couldn't save you from being poisoned because Al Gore's a hypocrite. But here's a toy. I'm proud to be a part of this, and I'm proud of every student that's here tonight because you rock. I want you to notice nature, how geese are in flight, and they form a V in a leadership role. And when that leader of that flight, the goose, the lead goose, when he gets tired of flapping his wings, he drops to the back. And the next goose comes up front and becomes the leader. Without stopping, without fussing, without whining, he becomes that next leader, he or she, and that's what we have to do. We have to move in those positions. I want you to arm yourself with knowledge. Arm yourself with the truth and with visuals, because this is a visual world. Go back to your colleges and your communities and network with your peers. Everyone has a place in this movement. Find your place. Yeah. Make being an environmental activist cool and sexy, like your life depends upon it, because your life does depend upon it. Remember that green is the only color that matters. Remember that. Mentor high school students because they look up to you. Have them organize middle school students and grade school students because that's who their peers are. But the first step is to tell the baby boomers to get off their retired butts and help finish the job they started in the 60s. Use the mainstream media against the corporations who own them. Write letters to the editor. Use visual protest. Use nonviolent civil disobedience. Use a visual hook. And remember, coal is enemy number one. It's the number one enemy of you and your children. Greedy corporations and coal companies says that tree huggers and environmentalists will destroy the American way of life. But I say that doing nothing, as the coal companies and corporations want you to do, will destroy the American way of life, and it will destroy life itself. We're at a crossroads today, and it's nature's deadline, not ours. And what you choose to do today will determine your future and your children's future. Go back and motivate students, motivate your parents, and mainstream America, that's your audience. Make them get out of their seats and into the streets. And do this. Do this to motivate the politicians. Demand transition now. Bird dog those politicians. Go to their fundraisers. Ask them questions. Demand answers from them and tell them you're the future and you vote. This is an energy revolution, and it starts here tonight at PowerShift. We can have an economic boom with green-collar jobs, but remember this, there are no jobs on a dead planet, and you tell the politicians that. You tell them liberty in a wasteland is meaningless, it has no meaning. I want you to spread the word. And it's a very exciting time to be an activist, and I'm so proud to be able to look out into the audience and see the seeds bearing the fruit that will change the world, because that's what you're about to do, is change the world, not only America, but the world. The students raising the wind turbine is as important as the Marines raising the flag at Iwo Jima. It is as important, if not more important. You are the future. A few months ago, a Native American told me something that I remember. Make wind, not war. Remember that. Make wind, not war. So I'm going to leave you with the best quote I know. And it's a Native American quote. You are the ones that you've been waiting for. It's up to you.